straight to bed and keep in bed all morning, you know, but.
No 6 o'clock run, no?
Not that day, certainly not.
Right, I'm just going to get the recording started and then we'll just get crack-a-lacking. Here's Ian now. I'll probably just have to explain all that again. All right, so okay, let's go. Morning, Ian.
Morning, James.
And we've got a wee drill today for the quadriceps. So we're going to start off. If you just grab your spiky ball, we're just going to do the underside of the foot. So have the spiky ball, we're just going to work on the underside of the foot itself there again. Just exploring the whole of the. Find the bits that are a wee bit gnarly, just have a wee bit of pressure in there. Try and keep your toes long as you can. So rather than try to let the toes curl around the ball, try and keep your toes as long as you can. So you might have to ease off the pressure while you're doing that, but try and keep the toes long today if you can. And we're exploring the stronger, more compact outside on the fifth head and the long, stretchy under the arch of the first head. So really working between the big toe and the small toe, the big toe being the first and the small toe being the fifth. And really just try to get that toes long today. Heel down, just going side to side, just so we can get that foot moving nicely. You might get some little clicks and clacks, it's absolutely fine, don't panic if you do. Nice work right through that pinky toe. Then again, right through the big toe. And just switch over, opposite foot, straight in. So today we're going to do a R.A.I.L, which is release, activate, integrate, and load. So it's a nice little set protocol or set procedure for any like knee injuries or any like quadricep injuries, what we're going to focus on today. So anything like anterior knee or lateral thigh is what we're going to focus on. Quite common in running, especially hills where we get a lot of increased load through the knee when we're going uphill. Also more when we're going downhill as well. So we're going to really focus on the quads and strengthen the quads in the last two drills, but really trying to switch these quadriceps on first and foremost. So we're really working through that foot, explore that whole foot. It should feel quite tingly underneath the foot itself, but don't worry too much about how much pressure you put through. Less is sometimes more with this drill itself here. So last 10 seconds and then we'll switch on our second drill, which we're going to do in 3, 2, 1. Same spiky ball, we're just going to work into the hips. We're going to use the wall, have the ball against the wall. We're just going to find that corner of the hip itself, just make it feel a wee bit gnarly, but make your eyes close over, you're on the right spot, and just hold there. You can just swing the leg you're working on backwards and forwards, okay? So we're going to have our minute here, and we're just going to work on about that hip. You can rotate and find whatever you feel it needs to be pressed on. You don't want to go too far forward to the front of the hip, and likewise, you don't want to go into the buttock itself. You kind of want to be on the outside angle of the hip itself, right into that glute medius, which is the one that helps to stabilize that pelvis. It's got a huge, huge role on its position for that knee when we contact the ground as well. Any tightness there, we tend to find that we external rotate the leg, which means it will land with the knee just slightly out of its normal position. So working in that hip can be quite nice to do. Last 15 seconds, and then we'll switch over to the opposite side itself there. So normally with a pre-run warm-up, we'd get you to do the R.A.I.L acronym, but today we've lengthened the R.A.I.L. So we normally just do maybe a minute of spiky ball on the foot, a minute on the glute, and then maybe a minute in the quads before you leave the house. Then you choose one of the activation drills. We've got 3, but you do one of them. Then one of the integrations for 1 set and one of the loads for 1 set. 3, 2, 1, switch over, opposite side. Find that it's a wee bit, it feels gnarly. Remember, I used to give people like a dead leg when you're at school. That's the kind of feeling you should feel there. I was always wanting to get dead legs. Right into that corner of the hip itself. And use your standing foot, push yourself into the ball. Just be like a a 6 out of 10 threshold. It doesn't have to be heroic and 10 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is ideal, just to get to the point where you feel, oh, that dull, underlying kind of good ache, not so much a sharp, intense burning pain, but nice, good, dull ache and pain will be quite good to do. 15 seconds. Then we're going to switch on to our foam roller. We're going to roll the quads just for a minute each leg. Find the last corner of the hip. 5, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to grab our foam rollers. We're going to go into our, like a half plank position, and we're just going to roll that quad. So we start with the right quad itself, and we're just going to roll into that quadricep itself. There. Try and do on the outside of the quad if you can, versus the inside. Again, you can explore down towards the knee, but don't go onto the knee. You can explore up towards the hip, keeping it quite relaxed on itself there. So you might find your body's rotating on that itself there. Find a bit of wee bit gnarly. If you want to stop there and just bend that leg, use an extra bit of oomph. Don't know what the word is, but oomph seems to come to mind when I'm on this now. Must admit, I'm not a massive fan of foam rolling, and that's why I don't do a huge amount of it. The reason why I'm not a massive fan is it's just sore. So don't be sore, just be effective. So with this here, we're going to do a minute each leg, just kind of work on the outside. This is desensitize that quadricep with anything else. 3, 2, 1, and change over. We're onto our left leg now. So just move the foam roller over, and we're onto our left leg. And same idea, just find the spots that are a wee bit gnarly. If you want to bend the leg up towards you 3 times, you might feel some clicking and clacking just as the knee goes over. Go up towards the hip, down towards the knee. We're not necessarily on the IT band, but we're close to it by doing the quadricep. We often find that if we roll the IT band, we don't really get a huge amount out of it. If we roll the quad just beside it, we get a lot more of some muscle rather than a fascial band. Wherever you feel you need it, hang it there. Especially doing a lot of hill work, downhill running. The quads work a lot like a shock absorber, so they get quite short and tight. So using the foam roller just to getting in some extra length, but like rolling the pizza dough out, just getting that extra length into the muscle. 3, 2, 1. Grab your chair if you can, or always seat for a second if you can as well. We're going to get ourselves our last release exercise, which is going to be, we're just going to extend the leg up and back down again. I want you to think about on the way up, you side pass the ball, on the way down, close it in. Okay? Side pass the ball, side pass the ball, cross, and back down. So we're rotating at the knee itself. The knee should stay dead straight and make it come from the tibia as we move through that range. So rotate the tibia, side pass, rotate the tibia, down and come. Good work. And we're just trying to decrease that knee joint with a little bit of rotation. Side pass on the way up, rotate, outside the foot way down. Keep your knee dead straight, side pass, rotate, back and come. Up, rotate, down. Ten seconds of switching that over. Side pass on the way up, rotate, down. 3, 2, 1, switch legs over. Keeping it nice and straight. Again, we're side passing on the way up and we're inter-rotating on the way back down. So ready and off we go. Side pass, rotate, back down. And it's coming from the knee itself rather than the hip itself there. So the hip shouldn't move. So comes from below the knee. You might find that one side is a lot easier to do than the other. We're just releasing off any tension around about that knee itself, so that when we do go for a run, if the knee is internally rotated or externally rotated, we've got that ability to go there. 5 seconds. I find a good way of rotating there is pin the heel down, then flick the foot out, then come forward. So it saves it going to the hip itself. So as you're down, then put the heel down, move the foot out, then come forward. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So we're on to our activate sequence. So we're going to start switching on these quadriceps. Our first drill is going to be our chair pose. So we're going to have our hands lengthened, and we're just going to sit into the chair. We'll hold that position there for a minute in total. And I want you to think about the feet being pinned to the ground as much as you can. Okay, so think about your feet being nice and wide. The big toe, the fifth toe, the heel, all in contact with the ground. We're going to hang it here for a minute. We've got 2 reps here. So ready? 3, 2, 1. Lengthen the hands, slightly to sit down in the chair. Hold here. Okay, hold this position here. Now be aware of the big toe, small toe, heel. Pushing the hips back. Like to sit in a chair, but we're not quite going to sit there. Hold here. Long through the spine. Try not to arch your back out. Have the arms really long and have the arms in line with your ears as you can. So biceps to ears if possible. But really push the chest through. Hold in this position here. Hold here. Press into the ground. 15 seconds. Push through the ground with the feet, toes nice and wide, not curling up. Long through the toes. Wide feet. 3, 2, 1. Stand back up. Give yourself 3 seconds there. Give yourself a little shake out. Good job. Our second set. This time we're just going to slowly roll onto the toes, then back down the heel. Roll on the toes, back down the heel. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Up we go. Pose first of all. Into our chair pose. Roll on the toes. Heels go to the ground. Then back down. Roll on the toes. And back down. When you come to the front of the foot, make sure it's through all 5 toes. We're not going out into the outside of the toes. We're coming straight through the big toe and the fifth toe. Work. Keep the chair pose good. This is called the rocking chair. Actually, then roll forward the toes, back, arms long, back long, roll, switching all the muscles on from the tips of the fingers right down to the tips of the toes. 15 seconds, long through the arms. Keep that spine long, roll to the toes, back off. Roll to the toes, back off. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. We're onto our mats and we're going to go in the lunge position. So right foot forward, left foot back. And we're just going to pump the knee. Okay, so foot's going down and we're just going forward and then we're coming back out. Okay, so ready? 3, 2, 1. Lunging forward on the knees as far as you're comfortable going. And then we're coming all the way back out as straight as you can. Lift, close. All the way forward. All the way back. No speed. Just sitting back into the hip and come back. Taking the hips forward as we come forward. So you should feel a stretch on the back leg as we come forward with the hip flexors through the quads, knees pin down. And as we come back through, we should feel a hamstring on the front leg. 2 seconds. Again, just still getting that muscle working through range actively, activating the muscles. 3, 2, 1, and switch over. Then the left to the front leg. Ready? Off we go. Forward for a stretch and hip flexors on the right hand side this time. Now as we come back, hamstrings on the left hand side. Forward. Back. Seconds. The hamstring, and also just pumping that knee. Last one in this section before we go into our integrate phase. So 2 drills to go. Integrate and load. Integrate, just getting all the muscles working. And then load, put a bit of tension down through the muscle system. 3, 2, 1, and relax there. We're going to go into our step bounces next. Okay, we're going to have our step or a hard back book. What we're going to do is we're going to have ourselves one foot's going to step itself, and we're just going to push ourselves up off the step itself, okay? So the working leg is going to be the leg that's on the step, and we're looking to drive ourselves through the step. The stance leg is going to be the one that just absorbs the load when we land, okay? We're going 3 by 1 minute on this one here. It's a nice little aerobic base exercise. So left foot's going to be on step or on the hard back boot. It's going to be our working legs. So we push through the leg, we'll lift ourselves up, and then come back down, off, on, okay? So effectively we're going to go, okay, in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Bring in the arms as well. Really working hard here. Integrating that whole glutes, quad, hamstring, calf. Top, chips at top. Two, 1, and give yourself a little rest there. We're going to switch over. Right foot's going to be on a step, right foot's going to be our working leg. Left leg's going to be off. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Step back there. Using the arms, really drive yourself up nice and tall. Go for height rather than speed. Once you find the rhythm, you'll stay there. Two, 1, and that's it. 3 seconds. Second set, first leg. Left leg's going to be our working leg. Right leg's going to be a relaxing leg. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Stop as far as good as possible. We've got pop off that step, so we've got height. Head nice and tall, chest nice and tall. Look at the right hand leg. Burn. 3, 2, 1, off we go. Five, 4, well. 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds, 1 set go. Well done, good work. Here, we don't want to do as part of a warm up for your run. 1 set of 20 to 30 seconds, not a full minute. You see why? Ready, last set. And go. Last set of left. Keep working, pause working, keep working, integrating all the muscles together. Alright, good job. Right leg, last set. Whee! 3, 2, 1, off go. Last minute on this phase. You get that little bit off the right leg. You come off the step, go back down. Plyometrics neck. So seconds. 3, 1, relax, good job. Grab your chairs again. Up steps to the side. 2 exercises combined to finish. It's our loading phase. Loading phase. So, first drill, very simple. Okay, for a minute. Wall squat, feet forward, not foot at 90 degrees. Come down a quarter, and we're holding here. Toes come off, or heels come off the ground, sorry, heels come off the ground. For 2 sets, 4 minutes in total. 3, 2, 1. We start with a squat. Off we go. Tap, stand up, push to the ground. Don't worry about speed. Quite consistent load through that quadriceps. Press to the ground. Drive through the big toe and the fifth toe if you can. Working hard. 5 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wall squat. Just about foot distance away. Slide down a quarter. Toes off, heels off. Press down into the big toe and also the small toe. Both sides. Thinking ahead. 50-50 right versus left. If it's not, just press more on the side you feel is doing less work. Whoa, now we're kicking. So that foot distance away from the wall, heels are off the ground, quarter squat down. 5 seconds to go. Breathe as controlled as you can, don't hold the breath. Legs are straight. 3, 2, 1, 15 seconds. Second set coming up. Second set. Last set, guys. Last set of the day. Doing really well. Up there. Quadriceps working hard. Started off nice and slow and controlled. And we've got that quads working in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So sit to stand. Keep the head up tall, looking straight forward. Drive through the ground. So try to lift the head, try to lift with the feet. Push to the ground to get you up tall. Drive into the mat, into the ground, into the carpet, into the floor. Get yourself to stand up tall. If you want to add a little bit of spice to it, get the feet off between. Drive through the ground. You really get that ground work. You got this. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Straight to our wall squat. Last one. Last minute. Edge yourself out. Ready. Slide down. Heels off. Hold in this position here. If you want a little bit of spice, just march the legs out. I'm okay for spicing just now. I'm going to keep it static. My palate doth need not spice. Whoa. Legs working hard. Keep the breathing nice and controlled, nice and regular. Keeping that toes wide and long. So fit and first. No toes curling up, have a wee glance down. Legs might be shaking away just now. We're not at 90 degrees at the knee, we're just about 120 itself, 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. So pop the chairs to the side. We're just going to have a wheel up stretch for the quadriceps. So we can have our front row just on our back of our calves. And we're just going to sit back. What's that? 8 stretch calf also. Stretch the quads as well. This up next to the top. You need to just get stretch through that quads. If it's too strong with one leg, just sit back onto that quads of your knees and let you. You're not nice and tall as much as ever. Stretch the quads. 3, 2, 1. Right leg forward. Just tuck that hip underneath, stretch with the hip flexing. Really try and get that pelvis tucked underneath. Drop the hip down the back and lift the hip up the front. Stretch the front of that thigh. 3, 2, 1. Switch the knees over. Forward. Tuck that hip underneath. Really squeeze that knee under. Head up tall, chest up tall. So normally, if you're doing that as a warm-up before you go for a run, you might be freaking out thinking, God, that's a lot, and I'm not good after just doing that. But we normally do 2 to 3 minutes of the rail. So you might do spiky under the foot for 30 seconds, spiky knee glute for 30 seconds, foam over the quads for a minute. That'll be enough. Then you can go into your one of the 3, either a chair pose for 20-30 seconds, then go into your integrate, then go into your load. Your integrate, rather than 3 sets of a minute, I would do 1 set of 20-30 seconds. Same with the load. Rather than doing the squats and also the wall squat, you might do 30 seconds of air squats and a 30-second hold, and that would be done and you go into your run stuff. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So let me just pause the recordings. Well done. Really good. Whew. Sweating. Excellent. So that was the rail for the quadricep itself there. All the exercises can stand alone as well if you need to as well.